Rashid is one of about 80,000 men who pull rickshaws through the streets of Calcutta. His day begins before dawn. He rents the rickshaw for about 50 US cents a day. Sometimes he earns a little more. The city of 12 million is jammed with cars. The air is terribly polluted. But despite this, the city administration wants to ban the 40,000 or so man-pulled rickshaws. They say they should be motorized. More air pollution is inevitable. Every rickshaw driver supports on average a 5 to 10 member family. Over 500,000 people will be severely affected by the rickshaw ban. But the city fathers remain unmoved.
We feel that it is inhuman, that people, pulling rickshaws, with people on board, that does not look very, 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 very proper, number one. And number two, it causes more traffic congestion. So basically for two reasons we would like to dispense with them.
In Calcutta, thousands of the poor and the sick live and die on the city streets. The rickshaw drivers may suffer the same fate. They have no other opportunities. Unemployment is high. Everyone tries to earn money whatever way they can. Many beg or search through the garbage in order to survive. The rickshaw drivers manage just a little better. A journey costs 1 cent, whatever the duration. In Calcutta, even rats get more sympathetic treatment than the poorest of the poor. The four-legged creatures at least get enough to eat. More than what some people can achieve. Many can only afford rice or a chapati. Often, there's not enough for the whole family. Many of them come to Calcutta from the poorer cities like Bihar. They hope to find work. Now, they can't go back. They don't have anything, particularly money for the return trip. But the rickshaw drivers count themselves amongst the most fortunate, so long as they're healthy. That's why they want to fight to keep their means of employment.
बेकारी बहुत ज़्यादा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ रहा है और वहाँ पर आदमी को नौकरी नहीं मिल रहा, खाने का नहीं मिल रहा। वहाँ अगर आदमी इस तरह का काम करके अगर ये अपना पेट पाल रहा, अपना बच्चों को परवरिश कर रहा है, भूखा मरने से बेहतर है कि वो मेहनत कर रहा है। मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि वो उससे ख़राब काम है कि वो चोरी करना। वो चोरी करने से बेहतर है कि वो अपना पेट पालने के लिए किसी को बोझ उठा के जा रहा है।
Abdul Rashid is happy to have a job. He's been pulling rickshaws for about a year, every day for 12 hours a day. His whole body aches all the time. He doesn't earn enough to have shoes. Illegal housing and shacks spring up from the earth wherever there's space. This is where Abdul Rashid lives. He shares a single hut with several families. The rent costs $8. Walls are made from palm leaves, giving a little bit of privacy. Everyone cooks together. Other family members live nearby. No one has a better life. None can read or write. Abdul has 2 children, 11-year-old Mashid and 9-year-old Rashida. Both are small for their age. Neither of them will have the chance to go to school. There's not enough money for books, pencils or school uniforms. What will he do when he loses his job?
थोड़ा तकलीफ है मेरा। कैसा तकलीफ? गाड़ी का। क्या तकलीफ? खाने पीने का तकलीफ है। गाड़ी नहीं ठीक से चलता है। चला सकते हैं।
काम नहीं होगा।
काम नहीं हो रहा।
कैसे खाएंगे? घर नहीं, गाड़ी नहीं, जोन नहीं। ज़्यादा रात तारा चले जाबा, ज़्यादा नहीं, तारा पता जाबे। फल कारबार करबी कि कोनो कापड़ कारबार करबी कि कोनो किसी कारबार करबी সেটা বলে দিন। মুখ ফুটে মুখ না ফুললি তাতে পেটে তো কষ্ট যাবে। এবার মানুষ জানবে কি করে? মানুষ কি করে জানবে? আমার এই সংসারের মধ্যে কি হচ্ছে না আপনি জানো?
The lowest caste of Indians live here. Following along the rails, Margina Biba goes to the market. The rails also serve as toilets. Garbage lies everywhere, amongst the mess made by humans. For the wife of a rickshaw driver, soap is a luxury item. She has to calculate exactly how to spend the money her husband earns. It's not just her. Millions of Indian families live like this. Margina Biba has to fetch water several times a day. There's one pump for hundreds of people. It's also the washing place for the whole area. The water isn't clean. Diseases of all kinds are rampant. Typhus, pneumonia, asthma, diarrhea diseases and hepatitis. Margina Biba's children have tuberculosis and they are frequently sick. The only medical practice in the vicinity of the illegal settlement belongs to Dr. Iqbal. He charges 25 cents per patient, regardless of what illness they are suffering from. Even with this, he can do little for them.
बहुत से लोग जो है एक टाइम खाते एक टाइम नहीं खाते इस तरह का नौबत है तो कुछ ऐसे लोग जो हैं कहीं बिल्डिंग में इस तरह से राज मजदूरी करते हैं और उतना कम पैसा मिलता है जिससे उन लोगों का फैमिली का जो है मेंटेनेंस नहीं हो पाता है.
There have been rickshaws in Calcutta for almost 100 years. They were invented in Japan, the Chinese modified them, and it was a Chinese man who brought the rickshaw to Calcutta in 1900. Omar Sharif's been putting rickshaws in Calcutta for 10 years. He can't afford to get a motorized rickshaw. The daily rental would be higher. Apart from that, he wouldn't be able to go wherever he wanted. Bribes for the policemen would be higher. Many drivers rent their vehicles. Night and day, they roll through the streets of Calcutta.
जो काम मिलेगा सही नहीं करेंगे लेकिन अपना मुल्क चला जाएंगे तब और क्या करेंगे देख जाके क्या करेंगे आपको खेती गृहस्थी है वही काम करेंगे और क्या करेंगे.
Rickshaws are the cheapest means of transport. When they no longer exist, people will have to go by foot. Buses and trams are too expensive and overcrowded. Indians are not ashamed to use rickshaws.
और हर तरीके से इन लोग जो इन लोगों का पीछे फैमिली है इन लोग तो कुछ जानते नहीं. सबसे पहला बात मुल्क से आए यहाँ रिक्शा चलाने लग गए तो रिक्शा चलाने के लिए तो हम लोग का थोड़ा माने हम लोग का फ़ायदा है इसलिए कि हम लोग माने अभी पब्लिक के लिए बहुत आराम है. रिक्शा नहीं उठने से सबसे अच्छा बात है.
Abdul Rashid still runs through the streets of Calcutta. Officially, it is said that the traffic speed in Calcutta should rise to 20 kilometers an hour in the city. Rickshaw pullers can never achieve this. The traditional carriage will disappear from the city scene. How Abdul and the other rickshaw drivers will survive has not been given much thought by the city officials.